In this session, we'll be discussing about the fourth taxonomic aids, which is museum. We have already discussed about three of the taxonomic aids, which were herbaria, botanical garden and zoological park. Now we will detail you about museum. Now what happens out of these four taxonomic aids? Two of them are conservation strategy and two of them are preservation strategy. What we did in botanical garden and zoological park is conservation because the living specimens were there. You were having the living plants and living animals. But what we did in herbaria and what we'll be doing in museum is we'll have the dead organisms. So here we are preserving them. So the question can come that they will detail you about, they will give you so many taxonomic aids. They will ask you here in which all taxonomic aids do you look forward for conservation. So for conservation, botanical garden or zoological park is the answer. For preservation, you have herbaria or you have the museum. Herbaria were maintained for plants, museum are maintained for plants or for animals, if you can look. Now what happens during this museum preparation? We preserve the particular plant or animal so that we can exhibit there about. You must have seen the what you call museum in their school also. There are various museums in the country, and like you are putting that particular animals in, sometimes you have seen in the bottle forms also, which they are stored in the solution of formalin, and also it's a part of your school museum. Now what do we do while making the museum for animals? Your animals can be small body animal or could be a large body animal. So in small body animals like insects, what we do is like we collect them, we kill them and we pin, and after pinning them we will put them into the formalin solution. But what we do in the bigger animals, say reptiles, bird and mammals, stuffing is required. After after collecting them, when you want to put them into the herbaria, you need to stuffing. So what you can do is like insects, you don't do stuffing. What you can do is stuffing in reptiles, bird and mammals. So they are stuffed and then preserved. One among the famous museum is at Delhi, which is National Museum for Natural History. In the next class, we'll be discussing about the fifth taxonomic aids called key.